Hey guys, it's Allie, and welcome to another episode of DollCast. So today's guest is going to be Heart from ForeverAndDollways on YouTube. She's known for AGNDM, her lifestyle videos. She does a lot of 25 days of videos. So I'm very excited that we have her on DollCast.
Hi everybody!
So we're going to start off with a lightning round. So just answer quickly. If you want to go a bit more into depth, you can. So how many dolls do you have?
25? I lost track of it.
When did you start your YouTube channel?
2010, and then I created a new one in 2012.
What is your most popular video?
Fixing up and customizing an old doll, which is where I made Lennon, my doll with rainbow hair.
And if you were to describe your YouTube channel in 3 words, what would it be?
Lifestyle turned dolls.
We both are in like that lifestyle realm of YouTube, which is like hard. I was talking about this in my episode with Micah, which I believe should be out before this one. It's hard when a lot of the YouTube community does stop motions and you do lifestyle videos and you always feel like you're comparing yourself and like you're like, is my channel bad because I don't put in like 5 million hours into a stop motion?
Right.
Because I feel like the lifestyle realm exists, but it's a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always think about that. I'm always comparing myself to people that I shouldn't be because we're just not doing the same thing, so it doesn't even make sense for me to be comparing, but I do it anyway, so yeah. But I'm just trying to learn to like just focus on my own content, so. It's
also hard being in the lifestyle realm. There's a lot more trends than when it comes to AGSMs, so it'll be like, are you copying this person? Are you copying that person?
Right.
And yeah, that definitely is something that I don't think people in the AGSM community really experience.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always scared, like, did somebody come up with this first? Do I have to give credits to anybody? And it's just a whole thing.
I was in some drama a few years ago because I posted a video and it was like lyric pranking AGJitters, but I had filmed it like the night that somebody posted that video, but I had came up with it first and started DMing people. So like the next day they post the video and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish mine because I did come up with the idea on my own. And then all of their fans, who I believe were a lot younger, they came when I posted my video, and first comments were positive, usual. Then you copied this person, you copied this person, you copied this person. I talked to the person who made the video. We were chill. So it's like the fans, and the fans wanted to cancel me before cancel culture existed.
Oh,
but like,
yeah, I know.
If you even looked at the date of my DMs, it was before the video got published. Anyways.
It's weird because, like, I'm always scared that I'm going to have the same idea as somebody, but it's a matter of who uploads first, and then whoever uploads second gets all the hate, and it's just, like, a whole thing, so.
Like, I keep a whole list on my computer of, like, video ideas, like, some that are really short, some long, some medium, and, like, some of these I've had for, like, over 6 months, and I'm just praying nobody does them, but.
Yeah, me too. I always come up with ideas, and then sometimes I'll see a person do it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, there goes that idea.
Yeah. So the next one is probably the most important lightning round question. Harry Styles or Taylor Swift? I'm gonna make you pick right now. As we're filming this, she's got a poster filled with Taylor Swift and then pictures of Harry Styles right behind her, so.
Okay, so can I explain myself?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Taylor Swift because I've been a Swiftie since I was like 5. So just because of the longevity of my standing, I have to say Taylor, and because I know so much about her already, and I'm relatively new to the Harry fandom, so yeah, I have to say Taylor, but...
Okay.
That was rude.
Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, Harry Styles or Taylor Swift, because let's start a debate.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, so I think the main reason that people are watching this interview who don't just like watch every single video on my channel is AGNDM. I know it's really big. Everyone always asks about it. I made a video which was like photography tips, and that one did pretty well for my channel because everyone, wants to get into AGNDM.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with it?
So it's kind of funny. My sister actually was the first person she actually called it American Girl's Next Doll Model, I believe, and she only got like a few entries, and I thought it was a really cool idea, and I asked her and everything, and she said that I could use it, and it was just I don't know. I knew that a lot of photo competitions already existed, but I wanted one that was in the style of America's Next Top Model, which, if you didn't know, that's where American Girl's Next Doll Model comes from. And a lot of people ask me, like, why do I run AGNDM the way I run it? And it's because everything's based off of America's Next Top Model. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
I never actually watched America's Next Top Model because when it was big in, like, the 2000s, I was only born in the early 2000s. I'm, like, 1 year younger than you, but same grade.
Yeah.
But, like, I would have been in, like, kindergarten or something during its heyday, and I don't think that was appropriate for me back then.
No, definitely
Like,
not.
I'd love to watch it, but I'm terrible at binging shows, especially shows with, like, 20-something seasons. Like, I can't binge that.
Me too. Yeah. It's fun, though. If you ever get around to it, it's a good show to watch.
Yeah. Like, I love Drag Race, and it's kind of similar, so.
Lots of drama, so.
Yeah. So, what is the best part about running a competition like AGNDM?
I would say the best part is just the fact that I get to give other people exposure, because it's hard being a new AGIGer or AGTuber. I know that for a fact because it took me, like, years to even get 100 subscribers. So if I can give somebody an opportunity to grow their photography and to get more exposure on their accounts, like, that is awesome for me. And I also love just seeing the creativity that everyone has when they make their photos.
So, what is something most people don't know about running a major competition like this? Because a lot of people, you have said in videos before, there's a lot of pressure on you to upload and all this stuff, but then those people usually have not hosted a competition, or at least not a competition on this scale, so.
Right. I think that people understand how much goes into judging a photo and, like, compiling all the photos and ranking them. Ranking them is the hardest part of the competition. That is, like, because you don't know, there's so many, no photo is, like, the same, and especially, like, with AGNDM, with broad themes, it's hard to compare photos because they're two completely different ideas. So ranking is definitely the hardest part, and I also, like, write down paragraphs of critiques before I make the videos, and I have to, like, ask my family members for help on rankings. And then also, a lot of the contestants can take the rankings to heart, and if they get, like, in the lower half, then they're so discouraged, and then it, like, impacts their performance for the rest of the week or the next week. So I think judging is just, like, the hardest part about
I remember, like, being on AGNDM. I was only in bottom 2 once, I'm pretty sure, and that was, like, my decades photo, I think I was in bottom 2, but I honestly, that's my least favorite photo. I did not like it. Decades week, it's so popular, but it's always such a big struggle for me because I don't own many retro pieces.
Right, me neither, honestly.
Yeah. But it's, like, stressful because it's like, okay, I'm in the bottom, but I know I had this mentality of, okay, you want to win this, you got to get back into it, put all your effort into it, you're so close to the end, you can do this, and it paid off.
Yeah, I honestly think that being in the bottom 2 and surviving the bottom 2 is, like, the biggest motivation there can be in the competition, because you just want to get back into it, and it's kind of like, it's, like, threatening when you're in the bottom 2, but then you can, like, come back, and obviously in your situation you won, so it kind of just shows to persevere.
I just realized the beach I'm going to later is the exact same one where I took the photo that I was eliminated on in cycle 1.
Oh no!
Anyways. Yeah.
Cycle 1 is ancient.
Cycle 1 is ancient, but it, like, started a revolution, and I'm still proud, even though I got out early. I'm proud to have been part of, like, AGTube history, pretty much, with that cycle. So many people in that cycle, like AGJitters, Paris Wonders AG, Sierra Bear, I've gotten so close to. Yeah. And it's been really amazing just being part of that. And then going on to win cycle 5, it's like, what a glow up. Yeah. And I feel like that's a good winner story.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So, where am I? So where did you learn all of your photography techniques and editing skills that you use to critique a major competition like this?
So I actually taught myself photography, which I'm pretty sure is the case for a lot of, like, AGTubers and AGIGers. But I also have taken photography classes at my high school. I took photography 1 and then advanced photo. But honestly, those didn't really help me much because I learned so much through just watching YouTube videos and practicing on my own photos, and then looking at other people's photos and saying maybe, like, what would I change about it, what would I keep about it. and that kind of just helped me critique photos. And I also, whenever I'm judging, I get the perspective of somebody who isn't as experienced in photography, like my family members, and just think, like, at first glance, if somebody wasn't into photography, would they be more focused on the technical aspects of the picture or the overall creativity of it? Because sometimes I get caught up in, you know, judging photos based on technical aspects or creative aspects.
Like,
so
yeah, I totally understand what you mean. Like, I've done photo competitions, or I've watched other competitions with, like, maybe some less experienced photographers out there, and then they'll be critiquing the photos, and I actually notice a lot of people's critiques stem from you. So it's like rule of thirds, making sure you have color harmonization. But, like,
those are my two favorites.
Yeah, but I feel like it's pretty much like they haven't really gone out and done enough photography for themselves. Wait, I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about, because I know in Cycle 6, and I was actually talking to a few of the contestants, helping them out a little bit, giving advice, there was a lot of drama, and normally I like to keep this channel drama-free, but, you know, it's a podcast. You can explain everything that's going on. I feel like it would be cool. So do you want to talk a bit about the Cycle 6 drama? I can help you out if you don't really know what to say.
Sure, I'll go into it a little bit. So honestly, I believe that most of the drama of the cycle was caused by being in quarantine and literally overthinking everything, because I think everyone's in the same state of mind right now, or at least like in March when it started, that you literally only have so many things to focus on. So I think everyone was directing their complete focus and attention to AGNDM, and I think that caused like a lot. And I just feel like the personalities of the girls this cycle just didn't mesh very well for at least a few of them. And there were a lot of disagreements, even just small ones that stemmed into bigger arguments. So, yeah, and there were a few controversies, but I'm not going to talk about that part, because if you know, you know. And
I won't mention that.
Kind of
because I don't like calling out people or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I absolutely have to, but I don't.
Right.
I'm just like, there's this person who did this, but like...
Yeah.
I think another aspect of it is, compared to some other cycles, a lot of the contestants were a lot younger, so they were like around 12, 13. So when you're younger, you know, you have less life experience. You don't really know how to handle situations, so I know that they were really fixated on their rankings. If they weren't even bottom 2, they were like 6th place or something, they'd be really upset.
Yeah.
They took top photo, like, way too competitively. I was like, top photo is nice, but, like, as long as I'm not in bottom 2, because it's not like the higher you get ranked, the higher your score is. So I don't get why it's such a big deal. Like, it's cool being on a thumbnail, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it should be a surprise, not something that we're fixated on.
I know, and I do think a lot of it is due to age, like, for sure. And I even, like, made disclaimers before the episodes would come out. I would say, like, please, the rankings this episode were the hardest to do so far, and please don't get fixated on wherever you got, because if you're still in the competition, you were meant to still be in the competition. It doesn't matter if you got 2nd or if you got 11th, you know, like, it doesn't matter as long as you're still here, you know?
Yeah. There was also, like, a lot of guest judges this season. So that also, I know, at least for me, I also gave my own ranking, and then we kind of did a mix of our two. So, like, don't just blame Heart, blame me. Just kidding. But, yeah.
Yes, lots of guest judges. I tried to, like, change it up a little bit this cycle because I felt like it was getting too repetitive. So I kind of tried to bring back some aspects of Cycle 1 where I had behind the scenes, and I had Teddy guest judge Cycle 1.
Teddy eliminated me. I'm still sour. I'm so sour over Cycle 1.
Oh, I mean, me too, kind of. But, so yeah, there were a lot of guest judges, which some contestants really liked and some didn't like, but, you know, I was trying to do new things and get more than one opinion on photos, which I heard was, like, something that people wanted to, so give the people what they want.
Yeah, I think it's good, but it's like, why this season with multiple judges are you complaining about rankings? So, yeah.
Period.
So, will there ever be an AGNDM All-Stars, and do you know when that will be?
Okay, so I was definitely planning on doing one, and I think it would be really cool, but I do think I need, like, a few more contestants to be participating in it, so I might have to do, like, a few more cycles to get the amount of All-Stars I need. And I know a few of the winners said no because, you know, I understand participating in AGNDM is like a big thing, and it's very time consuming and mentally exhausting, so I don't blame anyone if they don't want to do it, but it would be really cool, and I definitely want to do that in the future, and I've had that idea since like cycle 2, so hopefully in the future there will be an all-star cycle.
One thing they do on shows like Drag Race is normally there's like 12 contestants, or maybe 14, I'm forgetting, but like for all-stars they only have 10, and it's a lot shorter, because I feel like a lot of people, kind of myself included, are like I've done this whole thing once before, it was exhausting, I have my title, got the prize, I can like retire now from AGNDM, but then I still do love photography competitions for the prompts. So even though we are in quarantine, like if maybe it was a little bit shorter and you had a few less all-stars, then it could work. And
I was definitely thinking probably around like 6 to 8 all-stars, but then I would still have to get like an extra for the people that didn't want to do it, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna do it in the future, just have to figure out the logistics of it.
But it's a lot of time and effort. Like I did so many of my photos like last minute on a Friday night right before I had to submit them, just because I spent all week trying to figure out what to do.
I get that a lot.
So the next topic, kind of similar, is AGTube. So how did you decide to start an AG channel?
Well, I had been watching AG videos for a while after I got my first doll, and I just thought it was really cool, and I also loved making videos. Like, I used to just make videos of myself for fun, like vlogs, before vlogs were a thing.
Same.
And they're really embarrassing. I will never watch them again, but I think that I wanted to combine two things that I like doing, and when I found out there was a community for it, I thought it was so awesome, and then my sister and I started our channels at the same time, so it was fun to do together.
Nice. Like, when I was younger, I always wanted to be, like, a YouTuber. Like, I'd look into the mirror and pretend it was, like, a screen. I'd, like, talk to the mirror. And even when I got my first doll, I'd film, like, you know, like, those iMovie trailers that were, like, everyone did them back in the day. Even Video Stars. I did those with my dolls.
Oh,
They were so cringy. My voice was so high-pitched. But they're on the computer somewhere.
Me too.
Yeah. What has been the most important thing you've learned on AGTube, and how has it affected your channel and your whole brand as a whole?
I think the most important thing is I've learned to just be myself and, like, be creative in my own way, because I see a lot of channels that try to, like, I don't know, be the same as everyone else around them, and my videos I like to think are, like, creative and kind of out of the box, you know, like me doing ASMR with my dolls, like nobody else would even do that.
Yeah, I've seen like Chicken Biscuit AG do it, and that was like the first one. Yeah. But it was like a parody that's like their whole brand. Yeah. And it was really fun, but nobody's done it in a while, and I feel like you did it, you know, in a more serious type of way. Yeah. And like, yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah. I've always wanted to do it with my dolls, because I do listen to ASMR to relax, because it's like calming at the end of the day. Yeah. But I'm, like, scared, even though it's so mainstream, to put it on my channel, even though, like, it's something I'd love to film.
It's definitely, like, you have to find a certain audience, and with a lot of my videos, too, it's, like, I come up with ideas, but then I don't realize other people did it, so that was kind of an instance that happened. But, yeah, I just think that also consistency is very important, because it's hard to come back from a long break, because people are just gonna get used to you not uploading, and then when you do come back, they're gonna be like, you know, whatever, I'm over it. So yeah, that's been really important for me.
You're currently in the middle of 25 days of summer as we are recording this. You've done 25 doll days, 25 days of spring, all these things, so many creative videos. How do you do it?
Oh my gosh, it takes a lot of work. Back before Corona happened, I used to go to Starbucks and sit there for hours just coming up with 25 video ideas, and then I would record them ahead of time. Sometimes I would even record them on the day that they had to be uploaded, but it definitely just takes a lot of motivation to do it, because, you know, it's a lot. 25 videos in 25 days, like, I sometimes can't even get a video up per week, so
I could barely do 12 when I did 12 days of doll nights.
Yeah, so but I love uploading, and I love reading comments, and I love responding to comments and seeing how people are, like, reacting to my videos, and that kind of serves as a motivation for me to do it. And I just love seeing, like, the interaction with what I do, so that's why I do it.
I think we both do YouTube for, like, the same reason. Like, I love filmmaking, editing, but my favorite part is just reading comments, interacting with people, and kind of communicating through video.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Because I guess when you're in lifestyle, it's a bit less about, like, the filming of it, more like what are your guys' thoughts,
Yeah, exactly.
So what inspires you and your creativity?
Well, I have a lot of different, like, hobbies and interests, and I think that honestly, like, helps my channel. Like, I love fashion design and outfits, so I'm planning on doing, like, different things to combine my love for fashion and also my love for dolls into videos. And I think that I just take a lot of inspiration from my real life and put it on my doll channel. Like, having my family members in videos, or doing ideas that I've seen like big YouTubers do, but make it into like a doll video, because if I like watching that video, then I would like making it. So that's kind of where I get my inspiration.
So I believe you have done sponsorships and brand deals before on your channel, whether it's like an Etsy shop sending a package, or I think you've worked with Our Generation too. Mm-hmm. So what was it like getting your first one?
So my first one was actually, I think, my first real sponsorship that I actually got paid for instead of just getting a free product was like thank you cards, which was on brand because I was doing a P.O. box opening video, and it honestly went smoothly. They gave me a free box of thank you cards and also like wax stamps to send out to one of my subscribers, so that was cool. But I definitely enjoy collaborating with Etsy shops because I know it's hard to get your name out there as an Etsy shop, and even like me owning my own clothing brand, I would love to do like a partnership with somebody else to get my name out there. So I love doing Etsy shops, and also like getting free clothes is a plus.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I've done a few Etsy shop ones before, and it's great because I love Etsy, and sometimes it's like a shop that I've been wanting to purchase from anyways. Mm-hmm. And I do hope to purchase from them again. I'm just like really bad at buying things. But like it's great because I get to test out the clothing, and I think it's good for the shop too because they're not really spending money other than postage. They're just making the clothing and giving it. Right. And it's a great way to grow because everyone who's watching their videos, usually like everyone's like, where do you get your trendy doll clothing? Etsy. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So have you ever been bullied for liking dolls or teased?
Yeah, so honestly, I don't think I've gotten like the worst of it at all, but I made a story time on my channel about this one girl who was like out to get me for some reason, and we were at dinner at like a birthday party with like 20 people there, and she airdropped a screenshot of my famous birthdays profile that says Heart Forever and Dollways to everyone at the table, which was really rude, and I did not appreciate it, and she just doesn't like me for some reason. But as far as that goes, that's pretty much the only person who like actually like tries to expose me for having a doll channel. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but I'm successful in my doll channel, so I don't really care about somebody who says mean things about me because it doesn't really matter.
I've had like a similar story in terms of like there was like one girl, but then it was like her and her friend who were like out to get me for some reason. And like they would like mispronounce my username. Grade 9 was like not a good year for me, but they like mispronounced my username in the hallway. I'm at my locker, and they're like calling my doll Juniper her name, and they would just like always make comments to me about it. And it's one thing, if anyone mispronounces my username, I just get like really mad and defensive because I've had negative experiences with that. I also had a really weird one with this popular guy. We don't even talk. I've never liked this person. He's like, I'm gonna make a diss track about you. He kept saying that. He got expelled from the school anyways. But
he should.
Yeah, not for that, but for another incident. But thankfully he's gone out of my life. He also had a YouTube channel of his own, and it was like way cringier. It was like there was a video of him with like a green screen video of like montage of him. It was so cringy, and he thought
he has no room to talk. Yeah. Plus, those girls who knew your doll's name, they're the clowns for actually looking into your channel and caring and watching, so.
Yeah. Now I'm, like, a bit more open about it. I think probably because as you grow, you gain more confidence. So it's, like, followers aren't everything. But, like, with Instagram, I think I'm especially more open with that. Because it's, like, I take doll photos, but, like, how many followers do you have for being yourself, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
So it's definitely helped. And some people think it's, like, really cool, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next topic is a bit about your personal life. So what are your goals for your personal channel? Because you have a vlog channel. Where do you want to take it?
So I'm hoping to go to college at the Fashion Institute of Technology, which is in New York City. So I would really love to do like vlogs and fashion videos on that channel, and that's kind of the biggest thing I want to do. And my channel has died over there because I don't really upload it on it often because I'm so focused on my doll channel. But I also like to do covers over there and stuff, so I definitely want to focus more on it once I get to college, because I know that in my daily life, it will be way more interesting than when I'm just sitting at home in upstate New York. So, I'm excited to kind of take that direction with that channel in the future.
I'd love to be a college vlogger and like do like one of those videos where I'm like reacting to like all my results.
Yes.
And like,
oh my gosh, I'm addicted to those videos.
And then college decision reactions, like you get like the cupcakes with like the flags of all your schools, and you're like, pick it. Oh my god, this is scary. I don't know when you apply in USA, but I have to apply in like October.
Yeah,
like figure out where I want to go.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least I have like one school that I'm like fixated on, and I think with my, portfolio and everything, I think I'll get accepted. It's around like 45% acceptance, I think, or 40.
Yeah.
But people in my school have gotten in, no problem, and so.
I'm like the type of person who's like, even though acceptance rates, especially for arts, which is arts or elementary education, that's what I'm considering, like acceptance rates are like way higher compared to like science or business or something, but like I'm still like have no self-confidence. I'm like, am I gonna get in because I'm not a straight A student? Am I gonna get in? I need plan B, plan B, plan B, plan B.
Yeah, definitely. I'm having trouble like thinking of alternatives because I literally only want to go to FIT. So I'm just thinking of like SUNY schools, which are State University of New York, and they're a lot cheaper to go to because I'm a resident of New York. Yeah. So, but FIT is actually a SUNY school, which is surprising because I thought it would be a private school, which is way more expensive. So
yeah,
I'm really grateful about
private universities aren't really a big thing in Canada. Neither is like in province versus out of province. It's just like, are you a Canadian? Great, you get the same rate. But for US students, that's when tuition gets crazy.
Yes. College in US is like
like that's how much we pay for like 4 years pretty much. 1 year in US school.
I'm moving to Canada.
Yeah, but then like your tuition will still be like even worse because international.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So what is something that a lot of people seem to misunderstand about you?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think people think that I'm like overall like a really energetic person just because of my YouTube personality, and I think that's the thing with a lot of YouTubers. They have a camera personality and then like off camera, and yes, I'm pretty energetic all the time, but I'm also like I can be really mellow too. So I think that off camera I'm different than when I'm on camera, but obviously still the same person, but like it's different, I guess. So I don't think anyone really misunderstands like a big thing about me. I'm pretty transparent, but I'm definitely like not as energetic off camera.
Yeah. Even in like my non-YouTube life too, like when I'm with people, I'm a lot more energetic and talkative.
Yeah.
And I'd say I'm an extrovert, but then when I'm at home, I like to just chill, relax.
Yes.
All that stuff.
I love to be alone.
Yeah.
Like I went to the mall alone the other day and it was like the most fun I've had in a while.
I haven't been to a mall in months. It's really depressing.
Ours just opened up.
That's a lie. I went to get a new phone in June at the Apple store. But my old phone, I had an iPhone 5 and the battery was not working. So yeah, had it for like 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Got an SE.
What'd you get?
The new SE.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I'm broke and I don't need 3 cameras when I have a DSLR, with a $200 lens.
I don't get the 3 camera thing, honestly, but
I think
good for you.
As an iPhone, if you're like an iPhone photographer, go ahead. I just mainly use my phone for like, I need the hardware, because I need my apps. But I think like, if you're an iPhone photographer, go ahead. But you're probably spending more on that iPhone. Like, get that. You could get an SE and like a decent DSLR for the same price as like the iPhone 11.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just lenses are expensive, but they're worth it. Yeah. Like I use the same lens all the time.
Me too, 50 millimeters.
50 millimeter? I want a 1.4, but I have a 1.8.
Yeah, me too.
Now we're just nerding out about photography again. So that actually leads into my next question perfectly. Who are your favorite photographers and why?
Ooh, okay.
Doll, non-doll.
Yeah, so I really like 5 Hens and a Cocktail, I think, on Instagram. I just love the style that she has. And I also, in real life, I like Brandon Wolfell. I think that's his name.
Yes.
Because he has a YouTube channel, too. And Jessica Kobelski.
Kobasi,
How do you say it? I don't know. Kobasi. So I like photographers with YouTube channels because then I can kind of use their techniques and learn their editing styles. Although I do like to have my own editing style, but it's cool to experiment with different things. So I definitely like photographers that are super interactive with their followers because then you can just learn from them. So yeah.
Yeah, I like Brandon Wolfell a lot. His videos are like pretty short, which is good because I don't have like a huge attention span. Like I'm not gonna watch a 20-minute long video most of the time. Yeah. But his style, I also love it because there's like a lot of light going on, like bokeh or cool props, which is really nice. Jessica, she has a really great YouTube channel. I love four photographers shoot the same model.
Yes.
That's amazing. I think we've talked about that before and how we love Jessica.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jordan Matter, the one who does like dance photography?
Yeah.
I love those challenges.
I don't watch him as much anymore as I used to.
Yeah, me neither.
But I do love how bright his photos are, and I'm a dancer, so I'd love him to photograph me. But I've like done dance photo shoots like of myself, kind of with my dance teacher or with my sister. And I will look at his photos for pose inspiration. Yeah. And like even some things like when it's like do a tilt jump, that really inspired me to work on my tilts and get better at that. Yeah. So yeah. There's also one photographer I follow. She was in like one of the Tokyo 4 photographers shoot the same model episodes. I forget her name, but like she's good. Oh, another photographer who you should check out is like Kudovatkika or something like that. She has a YouTube channel, started taking off this year. Her photography is like, she does a lot of self-portraits, but they're very creative, and she'll like Photoshop herself a bike made out of like watermelon or something. Oh, wow. And her videos are just very positive and creative, and I just love her photography because it's like so unique.
Yeah, I love unique photography and like out of the box things. Yeah. And editing is so fun to me, so I love seeing like cool edits.
I want to get better at editing because like my Photoshop skills, I've had it for like almost 2 years, and I feel like I still just do the same things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So you have a fashion line. You did mention it briefly earlier. How has that business been going, and what do you hope to do with the business?
It's been going well. Obviously, it's not like that profitable yet, but I have a lot of support from my friends, and also I've gotten some support from like YouTube and everything, my personal channel. But it's called Monarch Clothing Company. I'm gonna shout it out.
I'll link it down below if you want.
Thank you.
You're
please.
welcome.
I'm actually I made this shirt.
Oh, that's
thing
so
that I'm
cute.
wearing. You can't see it. Obviously,
it's like a white, like, short sleeve tie front top. I know Petite Welco has made, like, tie front tops like that for dolls.
Yes, so, it's like, so fun for me, which is cool, and I'm still deciding whether I want to major in photography or fashion design in college, because I'm so passionate about both.
You can do a minor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So hopefully I can pursue both of them somehow. But it's been going well. I have a lot of fun designing things and then kind of putting it into fruition. And I am a sustainable clothing business, which means that I thrift things or I get like sustainable fabric and make it myself. So I don't buy like wholesale and just resell it. No shade to people who do, but like I like to be more creative with my pieces and like make it myself. It's a lot more fulfilling.
Nice. So what is one thing that you'd say you aren't really good at? Because you're good at photography, you're good at fashion, you're good at AGTube. So what is one, I guess, of your weaknesses?
Thank you. I guess it's more like an emotional thing. I would say that I am too sensitive. And the funny thing is that I am not sensitive to like hate comments and things. But if I get like reprimanded or in any way, or if my biggest weakness is when I'm in an argument with somebody, or if somebody's mad at me, I get so upset if somebody's mad at me, and I just want to fix it immediately and do everything I can. Yeah. So that's probably like my biggest thing. I don't know. There's definitely other things that I'm not good at, but that's probably my biggest.
I feel like I'm very self-critical, and that also affects how sensitive I am. Like somebody will say something, no matter how small, like, oh, like I was at work and we're like doing bike wash, like hand sanitize the kids' hands, and then they were all washing their bikes with the soap and water, and then it's like, oh, just make sure the kids are not touching the water, and like it's such a tiny thing, like I'm not gonna get like fired or scolded really badly for that or anything, but I was like very like was like so nervous because I'm like, oh no, I'm doing the wrong thing. To make matters worse, that day my parents were on a bike ride. They popped by like right next to it because I'm like working outside, and then I see my parents, I'm like shooing them away, and then like it was like right after, and I'm like just like stressed, so I'm like super stressed, and then I got water ballooned by my supervisor, who's also my friend, but it's fine because it was a hot day and we just water balloon people. But yeah, that was like very stressful. Yes. And it was like such a minor thing, but I like freak out about it.
I know. And, I dwell on like tiny things for so long, so that's, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. So the last question that I have is, tell me something that you think is true but nobody else agrees on. I know mine. Go.
Oh, wow. Wait, can I hear yours first? I need to think.
Pineapple belongs on pizza. Now, I don't like ham, and I don't have ham a lot, but I just order pineapple and cheese pizza. So good. People say it's too sweet. I don't think it's that sweet. I think it's like a nice different texture that's not a vegetable. So, yeah.
Okay. I don't think mine is quite as controversial, but coffee is disgusting.
Same!
Okay, good.
Yes.
I hate coffee so
I don't
much.
even like tea.
Oh, okay. I like tea if it's super sweet. And like the Dunkin' refreshers are okay because it's literally all concentrate.
There's no Dunkin' like anywhere on the West Coast except California. So even in Seattle, can't get Dunkin'. So I've had it.
I mean, it's fine for you.
I've had it like once in Florida, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people don't think coffee is good, but also a lot of people are like coffee enthusiasts and will kill you if you say coffee's bad. So
everyone who loves coffee talks about it constantly, so you think everyone loves coffee.
Yes. My whole family likes coffee, and I'm just like, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't drink it.
Like, I've tried, like, I had, like, the Starbucks holiday drink, which was peppermint mocha, but it was pretty sweet, so the coffee wasn't that big.
Yeah.
I've tried, like, regular coffee once. I have to add so much sugar to it. But
yes. I tried to train myself to get used to it, but it's so bad. Like, the only thing I can drink, like you said, is, like, the Starbucks holiday drinks. Yeah. When it's literally all sweet in there and, like, flavor. And you can just get like a little bit of coffee aftertaste, then like I can drink it, but otherwise I'm sticking to like Starbucks refreshers and Dunkin' refreshers. That's all I can drink.
Like I've had the Trader Joe's frozen like tiramisu, and that was my first time having tiramisu. It wasn't that bad. And another thing I've had is like Coffee Crisp. It's a Canadian chocolate bar, but that's like not really coffee. Like it doesn't really taste like it, but that's good too. But yeah, I'm hot chocolate, peppermint hot chocolate specifically, all the way.
Yes, that was a good question. I don't know if I have many controversial opinions. Oh, do you call like a shirt that buttons, do you call it a button up or a button down?
Button up. Who says button down?
I call it a button down.
Why? Like, don't you normally start at the bottom? Well, I guess you could start. I always say button up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got into a huge argument with my friend about that one time, so.
Do you say, what else? I guess there's a lot of just differences between Canada and USA. Like,
that's true.
Do you
that's
say,
all
like,
it could be.
What's my final grade or what's my final mark? Actually, no, I kind of say both, but, like, I say...
Mark?
I say I'm going to mark a test, not I'm going to grade a test.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I say I'm going to grade something. I feel like there's a lot of differences between the US and Canada, even just, like, tiny ones.
After filming DollCast with Micah yesterday, we were just, like, talking. She wanted to learn all about Canada. They're comparing school. I can go on and on about school. Wonder if people will find that interesting. Because, like, we're almost at 40 minutes. But, yeah, there's so many differences. Like, here, we don't have SATs or ACTs. You just submit your grades, maybe a small little essay. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I'm so jealous of you. I haven't taken either because most schools don't require it, at least where I want to apply. But they do require it for, like, placement. So, like, at FIT, you would have to take, like, a math and English placement test if you didn't take the ACT or SAT. So, there's that. And I also heard you call it grade 9. I just say, like, 9th grade or freshman year.
We say seniors. We're not, like, we kind of say it because, like, you know, you're oldest. Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a senior year of high school. But we normally are, like, grade 12. Because we don't have... high school, at least where I live, starts in grade 8. So freshman would be grade 8, but then you're like missing one. But for sports, we have names though, because it'll be grade 8 is like bantam volleyball, grade 9 is juvenile, grade 10 is junior, and 11 and 12 are senior.
I have never heard that. Yeah. So here we have JV and varsity. So it's junior varsity and varsity. And JV normally has 9th and 10th graders. And sometimes they'll pull up 8th graders because here middle school is 6 to 8. So yeah. And then we just have freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So
yeah. I think varsity and junior varsity, or I guess just varsity, I think that's a thing in university here, but we don't really have varsity in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a senior team. Yeah, another big difference school. I think U.S. cafeteria food seems way worse than it is in Canada. Like, my cafeteria, I don't really eat there all the time, but, like, they have, like, warm cookies that, I don't know if they're made fresh or, like, reheated, but, like, warm cookies during break time. So I always get those. We have fries. Yeah.
Our fries are literally, like, still frozen by the time that we get them.
The main thing I buy from the cafeteria is, like, cookies. So.
Yeah. But we have, like, chocolate chip banana bread on a good day, but it also is, like, hit or miss. It's either really good or really disgusting.
We have hash browns. There's, like, breakfast sandwiches during breaks. I think I've seen pancakes. But, like, lunch is, like, you know, pasta with garlic bread, which looks so good, but I've been meaning to try it. Quesadillas, there's like, I think there's been soups, I don't know. I don't really buy my lunch there. I buy my lunch from the school store where we order in pizza.
What?
It's like, okay, I don't think it's in USA. Do you have Fresh Slice in USA?
Maybe somewhere else, but I've never
heard of it. But yeah, I think we get like a bit of a discount because we're at school, but like they order pizza and you line up at lunch and get it from the school store. It sometimes can be a little bit cold, but it's still like, you know, pizza.
Wow. Yeah, well, for seniors, we have like senior privileges at my school at least, and you can have open lunch, which means you can leave school and go to like a restaurant.
You can't do that in like your other grades?
No.
Okay.
That's only senior year.
What? Okay, grade 7 where I was, we had like one day a week we could go lunch out. So I went to school in like literally right next to the school where Riverdale's filmed at, and there's like
that's cool.
And there's like a ton of restaurants and like little places. So I'd go to Subway, I'd go to Tim Hortons, I'd go to Starbucks, I'd go to I never did Papa John's, but like yeah. And then in high school we can like leave. There's not a ton in my high school neighborhood. I have gone to Tim's on like an extended lunch before, or like Subway. Yeah. But there's this place, this little brunch place kind of near our school that we go and get fries. There's also a corner store kind of close where I've gotten like iced tea and candy. But yeah, I definitely don't go out for lunch that often. I've gone home like once or twice, but yeah.
Yeah.
We can leave whenever.
You're lucky. But we have a Starbucks and Dunkin' right next to each other, literally within walking distance from the high school. So everyone goes there. And then there's also a pizzeria next to it, and then a place called, well, it has my town name in it, but it's like, it has like, garbage plates is a New York thing. Do you know what a garbage plate is?
Nope.
It's like a hamburger patty, and then like home fries, ketchup, relish, like there's like, I don't even know. I don't like garbage plates. That's also controversial, but also people listening in the podcast, if you're from New York, you probably don't know what a garbage plate is, but so they have that, and then they have like hot dogs, hamburgers, like fries. So yeah, we have a good place for like to go out for open lunch. So almost everyone does when they're senior.
Like after school, when we have more time, there's a mall not too far away where everyone goes. Wow. It's currently under construction, unfortunately. But like, and they just redid the food court, so there's like way less options, but I've gone there. There's also a bubble tea place not too far away.
I love bubble tea. Mine is so far.
Oh, I have another unpopular opinion. I don't like the pearls. I just like get a slush with no pearls.
Then you can't even get bubble tea.
I've tried it.
It is kind of an acquired taste. It's a weird texture, actually. Yeah. But have you had like the bursting ones?
Don't think so. I think I've only had like the regular like black tapioca pearls.
Have you ever gotten like frozen yogurt and put those things?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had that.
It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll like them if they're flavored. Yeah, like I've had like from cheese and stuff.
Yeah, it's fruit flavored.
Yeah.
They have, at least where I am. But
editing Allie here. So at this point we went on for about 20 more seconds about malls, and then I was like, let's just conclude it here. So here's the ending, because none of the rest of this conversation is relevant to dolls or AGTube in any way. hopefully you guys enjoyed that conversation. Let me know in the comments what is one thing that you think is true that nobody else agrees on, and do you agree with our opinions on like coffee, pineapple on pizza, bubble tea, garbage plates if you're from New York. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much to ForeverAndDollways for being on the episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as well, and I'm excited to read your comments about like what your opinions are, because I think it's really interesting.
We love reading comments.
Yes.
Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to both of our channels if you're on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, be sure to follow the podcast, or on any other platform. And yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon with a new episode of DollCast or a new video. Bye!
Bye!